Hi guys, it's Bobbi from Rainbow Farm Reiki and Readings. How are you? Hopefully, it's Boxing Day here in Western Australia. I'm in Perth at my son's place at the moment, so it's Boxing Day here. So hopefully everyone has had a wonderful Christmas. If you haven't had your Christmas already, hopefully your Christmas is on its way to being wonderful. I'm sending you all lots of love, no matter what denomination you are, no matter what your thoughts, your beliefs, no matter what religion, it makes no difference. I'm sending you love and blessings and healing. And I really thought that what I'd like to do is let's start off the new year with a picked pile reading. So we've actually got pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. I'm going to put alot in front of pile 1. I'm going to put a tiger eye in front of pile 2, and I'm going to put a bloodstone in bloodstone in front of pile 3. So which one, take a few moments and have a bit of a think about it and decide which one you would like to choose. If you choose more than one, just be aware that your reading can get a little bit mixed up. So let's run through the preliminaries first, shall we? 1, please remember to give this a thumbs up if it resonates with you. Please also remember to subscribe to my channel. The more people who subscribe, the more chance there is that I can actually start doing lives on my YouTube channel. If you prefer a fluffy reader, I'm not it. If this doesn't resonate with you, don't feel the need to report it. Just move on to the next reader. Take what you need and move on. The old F-bomb does occasionally drop. That is me. That is part of who I am, and I won't change for anybody. So we either accept it or we don't. Anyway, that should have given you enough time for you to look at pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3, whichever one that you feel resonates with you. So let's start. I'm going to move pile 2 out of the way, and I'm going to move pile 3 out of the way, and let's start with pile 1. So those who chose pile 1, there are a few cards in here. There is the she, and this is from my Greenwich Tarot. We have got the dugong, and this is from my Rainbow Guardians Oracle, which is a limited edition release that I waited quite a while for, from the Philippines. We have got my Zodiac Moon, a reading card, Moon in Sagittarius, Discovery, Freedom and Adventure. We have got, and this is another limited edition, and it's also one that I waited for, that I've had now for a little while. This is the Hanged Man. It is the Cosmic Vision Tarot. So I will show you the box. It's absolutely stunning. But that's the back of the cards, and then they've all got that's got to go like that because it's the Hanged Man. So we've got little pops of colour. So, and then we've got a couple more. We have got, from my Archangel Power Tarot card, we've got the 8 of Raphael. And we've got, from my Moonology card, we've got the full moon in Sagittarius. And then from my Angel Answer cards by Radley Valentine, I've got Communicate Clearly. So let's have a bit of an overall look at these, shall we? I'm just moving these other cards out of the way so I don't get them mixed up. Because we've got card 2, and then we've picked 2, I should say, and number 3. So look, we've got the she, the dugong, And I will say these are the first times that I'm actually using these cards. They drew me in, so I thought, yes, I would. And this is the second time that I'm actually using my Cosmic Vision cards. So, yeah. Right. So the overall thing that what I'm feeling about this is that there is going to be big changes. Big changes. Not just necessarily life-altering changes. We're talking big dramatic changes. This is about connecting, what I'm being told, this is about connecting your spiritual side with your, okay, so I just heard the saying, heaven and earth. So it's about connecting your spiritual side and also making sure you're grounded. So the whole, as above, so below, you know, that kind of thing. Just remember that it's great to reach high, but for every time you reach high, you've actually got to try and dig your roots in and go low as well. You've actually got to go deep, bury your roots deep to give you that really firm grounding, that really firm, stable grounding. And a lot of you aren't. I'm really being told that. The dugong is a funny creature. It's a funny creature. I remember being told years ago by an old fisherman that back in the day, the dugongs used to sit on the rocks and they were often mistaken for mermaids, that they had that kind of, in the distance, that kind of an image of, you know, mermaidy. For me, what I'm hearing with this dugong, and once again, remember that this is their debut, these cards, so I'm doing this intuitively, not via the book, because, yep. So what I actually feel as though the dugong is about, it's almost like I hear as though it's deception. It's that be aware that you don't appear as someone or something to some, but that you're hiding your true self. Just be aware that as you're connecting yourself spiritually, and then binding yourself with Mother Earth, you know, so that you're getting as above, so below. Just be aware that sometimes you're going to need to throw off that cloak. And what I hear is that the deception's not necessarily a deliberate deception. It's about you trying to mask who you are. It's about you trying to pretend that you're someone else, that you almost that you're not happy with your life. And I'm going to say a lot of that comes down to grounding. Is almost like you have these dreams. What I hear is that you had these dreams and that you haven't achieved them yet being the operative word, but that you feel as though you're not going to get that opportunity, and so you mask up, you hide who you are, you're dropping that cloak and the mask, and you're pretending to be who you're not. It's not a healthy way to live your life. I am being told that you really do need to open the door more and let that light shine in. Wow. So then we've got the moon in Sagittarius, and this is about discovery, and it says about freedom and adventure. Freedom and adventure, that's a really big thing, isn't it? Freedom and adventure. So I feel with this one, look, even so, I'm gonna say that with that one, but I'm going to actually read a couple of these others. Look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. Communicate clearly is the angel answer card. The 8 of Raphael. There's something better waiting for you. Do what you know is right for you. A spiritual quest. And then the Hangman, hanging around waiting. It's almost like you feel as though you're treading water, you're backpedaling, you're treading water, you're moving forward and you're coming back and your head's bobbing around and you're just like, so really what I'm hearing here is, honestly, you've got to let your guard down, and you've got to stop trying to pretend that you're not who you are. It's not a case of you pretending who you want to be. It's a total opposite to that. It's more that you're pretending to be, that you're just not showing your true self. I do hear as though there's lots of big decisions for you to be making, and the only way for you to stand in your power, with the she and the hangman, the only way for you to stand in your power and make these decisions and feel as though you'll stop hanging around, that you're not just treading water, is for you to actually reveal your true self, reveal your true ulterior motives. Doesn't mean that it's bad, just means that you've got them, and that's okay, provided they're revealed. If you have ulterior motives and you keep them secret, that's when people will start to question you. That's when people start to go, why? But if you're willing to open the door and shine a light on your life, and I'm not saying don't keep anything about yourself for yourself, but I am saying get there and be more about where you're going and what you're doing, but be more open as well. You don't have to reveal everything about your life, but you don't have to hide everything either. Find that middle, and seriously, freedom and adventure with the moon in Sagittarius. My gosh, I do feel as though there's so much going on around you and in your life that it's almost like you need to take this step back and find your inner child again. Find that inner goodness again. Find that inner reason for being again. It's almost like you feel as though you're once again treading water and stagnating, and that you're just not on the right path. It's almost like you've woken up in the morning, on the grumpy side of bed, and you've gone, fuck this shit, fuck this life, fuck this. This is not where I thought I'd be 20 years ago, and what the fuck, blah, blah, blah. And that you're getting grumpy and you're blaming spirit and you're blaming everybody else, but you've kept this cloak on. And once you throw that cloak off and reveal who you are, reveal who you want to be, where you want to go, what you want to do, watch what happens, because big things and big changes are going to happen. 8 of Raphael, there is something better waiting for you. Do what you know is right. A spiritual quest. We are all on different quests, but if you keep yourself hidden away, how can you find your true path? How can you find your true calling? And how can you find those who are meant to travel that path with you and help you? How can you do it? You've got to reveal an aspect of yourself to attract your tribe. Look at the bigger picture for Moon in Sagittarius. And it's funny because the Zodiac Moon card, if you have a look, what is it? Moon in Sagittarius, discovery, freedom and adventure. And then the Moonology card, full moon in Sagittarius. Look at the bigger picture. So, and Sagittarius is about adventure. It is about moving forward. It's about, most Sagittarians are boundary pushers. As kids, there's a tree, they want to be right at the top of the tree. They're the ones that climb to the top, that almost fall out. They're the ones that, climb on the roof of the house and break their arm because they decide to, glide down and use a towel to be a glider. Sagittarius push boundaries. And these 2 cards in here, these are saying it's time to show your true self. It's time. It's time to step out of the shadows and actually really be who you need to be. And the Hangman, look, honestly, it's almost like there's big decisions to be made and there's movement around you, but until you decide to join in, nothing's going to happen. And I feel as though you're the one holding yourself back. I feel as though you're the one that's holding yourself back and going, maybe not today. Maybe not today. And I'm going to say, it's got to be one of these days. It is look but leap. And I really feel as though you're not leaping. I feel as though you're being offered all these opportunities and you're just not taking them. You're just not trusting yourself. You're just not moving forward. Communicate clearly. Look, I do feel as though this is once again throwing off that cloak and stepping forward, and communicate with those around you. Let them know what path you're on. Attract your tribe. Once you attract your tribe, you're going to find beautiful, magnificent things are starting to happen. But really, what I'm getting from this is stop trying to be who you're not. Stop trying to hide yourself. Connect with spirit as well as with Mother Earth. As above, so below. Stop trying to cut out the middleman and half-ass things. You can't do it. You cannot get away with it. When you step on this spiritual path, you've really got to take it seriously, and you've really got to work hard, and you've really got to work with your guides, not against them. And you might not want to hear half the stuff. There's bound to be stuff that's going to come up and you're going to go, not today. But I'm telling you, it is yesterday. It is absolutely yes. You know, it's time. You've got to move forward. It's time to stop hanging around. It's time to stop pretending. Yeah. All right. Well, hopefully, Group 1, that resonated. If it didn't resonate, maybe I'm not your reader. If it didn't resonate, that's okay. That's not a problem. Just take what you need and leave the rest. There's, I'm not saying I'm the reader for everybody, and I'm not saying that, that these picker piles are for everybody. Yeah. But I will say, I do private readings. I offer face-to-face in Northern or immediate surrounding areas, $80 for the hour. I do Zoom, which is $70 for the hour, and I do distance, which is $60 for the hour. And distance I can do worldwide, same as with Zoom. No time, constraints or anything, because I record the distance ones and send to you. Okay, so let's go, and I'm just going to clear this energy. I did do this before. I just forgot to film it, so we're just going to. These are my little chimies. I love these. I've actually just got them in my shop. They're beautiful. All right. So now those who chose pile 2. Let's have a look. Who chose pile 2? This will be interesting. Oh, we've got the 6 of Wands. Jellyfish. We've got the eclipse in Gemini about negotiation. Rise to challenges as a new path opens. 7 of Swords. Whoa. We've got a new start is coming. We've got the angel answers, if you believe. And then we've got the 5 of Michael. This situation doesn't serve you. Release your attachment to the outcome. Consider taking a more uplifting approach. Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. Quite a few messages here. Quite a few messages here. So I feel as though there's one of you that is going to end up getting this, and I feel as though I'm connecting to their energy. I do feel as though they are umming and ahhing about whether to go back to school, and I'm talking university, and I'm talking that they're looking at doing master's degrees, things like that, but it's to do with sociology or psychiatry or that kind of a, it's more in depth than counselling. It's not counselling, it's like up the ranks. I'm going to say to you, really look into it. I feel as though you're placing undue pressure on yourself about failure. You'll be absolutely fine. You will be successful. And I do feel as though you're going to draw on your own family and personal history to help you through. So we've got the Six of Wands. Look, the Six of Wands, and this is my good old favourite Greenwich Tarot. So the Six of Wands, look, guys, with this one, I really do feel as though it's almost like about accolades, your workmates, your work buddies, those whose opinions you value the most. It's almost like they are going to be cheering you on. They are getting there and going like, yay, good for you, yay. And I do feel as though they are cheering you on. I do feel as though they are supporting you. And I really do feel as though you value their opinions over management who probably don't even know your name. I do feel as though there's going to be a big shuffle in the ranks, if that makes sense. It's almost like it's these big changes that are going to happen. Big changes. There's a lot where work's concerned, and it is about work. I really do feel as though you've been a bit stressed and worried about work. It's almost like, will I lose my job? Will I lose my job? Will I lose my job? I'm going to say there's three of you, yes. Unfortunately, yes. But I'm going to say the rest of you, no. I do feel as though a couple of you are going to transition into other careers, but it will be your choice. I do feel as though it's going to be your choice. So what I'm hearing and feeling for jellyfish, that's the back of the card. Aren't they beautiful? Rainbow Guardian Oracle. They're just gorgeous. With the jellyfish, I just feel as though this is a symbol. It's almost like you're a survivor. That there's a lot that's been thrown at you, but you've overcome it all. And it's almost like you are feeling incredibly indestructible at the moment. And you wouldn't be far wrong. I do, it's funny because I really feel as though even, I'm hearing that there's one specific person within this group that's chosen these cards. Oh, sorry. Wow. Absorbing someone's energy. As I was about to say that, hang on. Let's clear this energy, clear this energy. Wow. Okay. Nope. Healer's quartz. With the jellyfish, all right. So it's almost like I feel as though you're feeling a little bit indestructible at the moment. And I'm going to say you're one of the ones that go, my job's safe, I'm okay, everything's great, I'm fantastic. And I'm going to say, look, you'd be right, but your attitude leaves a lot to be desired. Your attitude kind of sucks. And I'm going to say it won't be your skills. It won't be anything like that. If you do lose your job, it's going to be your attitude. I really do feel as though you need to take a little bit of a leaf out of someone else's book, someone who you've stepped on. And you don't need to tell me who you are, but hopefully you'll listen to this and go, whoa, and hopefully realise that what you've done to the other person by claiming credit for their ideas is just not on, just not good. So jellyfish. Basically what I hear is I can see you. I can see you and I see through you. That the mask that you're trying to pretend, I see through it. I do feel as though there's a lot that it's just like, I just hear the words, I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor. I've been surviving. I am a survivor. There is no, I am a survivor. And I do feel as though that you will survive. I do feel as though, those of you who are questioning about whether you're going to keep your job, those that are questioning about whether you're going to have to look for another job, like I said, there's a couple of you that are going to have to. There's a couple of you that are going to have to. There's a couple that are going to want to. And the rest of you are absolutely safe. The rest of you are absolutely safe. So The eclipse in Gemini, the negotiation card. Rise to challenges as a new path opens. And this is really about those new beginnings and those new starts, because the new, that's the Moonology card as well. And with the Moonology card, this is about a new start's coming. It's a new moon. So you've got, a couple of different cards here saying about new beginnings. So, those that are worried about whether they're going to lose their job, yes, there's a couple of you, but it's going to be a good thing. Those that are looking to transition and find another job by a choice of their own, once again will, and it's a good decision. But those of you that are getting there and digging your heels in and going, no, not doing it, no. You guys are the ones that are going to have a lot of trouble. You guys are the ones that are going to, it's almost like you fear being found out, that you don't know as much as what you pretend that you know. And if you had to look for another job, you'd get found out. I'm going to say, just be aware that there's future training. So you'll be able to get the future training if you need it. So don't be stressed. Don't be stressed at all. But right back to that Six of Wands. At the beginning, honestly, it's amazing, because there is accolades involved where work's concerned. So then jellyfish, people can see you and see who you truly are. People can see through the masquerade. People can see that, and if they are willing to stand by you, don't let them go. That's a really great thing. That's a really precious thing. It's when people can see into our heart and into our soul, and they still choose to be part of our life. It's amazing, but watch your back when it does come to work. That's what I'm hearing. There's one of you in particular that needs to watch your back, because there's someone who has you targeted. And then we've got the eclipse in Gemini, negotiations, ride to challenge as a new path opens. New paths, new beginnings. And, the new start is coming. These cards here, get ready for a big reset. And I know that, New Year is going to be a reset anyway, but this is going to happen just before the New Year. So over the next day or two, things will start to happen. I do feel that a lot of you, the new job thing will happen in the new year in the first 2 weeks, but I do feel as though those things are going to start to happen in the next few days. They may not actually completely happen for a while, but they're going to start. And then we've got Seven of Swords. Once again, these are my Cosmic Vision Tarot, and I love these. These are just beautiful. Seven of Swords. Wow. Swords, all I'm hearing is I just feel this confusion between these different choices. Choice. Which way do I go? And just remember, sometimes when we don't make up our mind, when we get there and we are faced with too many different choices and we can't make up our mind, that there is actually a choice. So be aware of that. So if you're getting offered all these different choices and you're going, I can't make up my mind, well, lies the choice itself. Right there is your choice. Your choice is you can't make up your mind. Everything is a choice. So stop and have a think about that, and think about, why can't you make up your mind? Why can't you move forward? What is holding you back? And then look at making those decisions. Start by making yourself a lot more accessible to people. It's almost like I hear, step down from that gilded cage. It's not needed anymore. There's no reason for it. Really, do you want to be trapped in a cage? Doesn't matter, gilded or not. Because, yeah. So now we've got the Five of Michael. This situation doesn't serve you. Doesn't serve you. Release your attachment to the outcome. Consider taking a more uplifting approach. And then we've got the angel answers, if you believe. Wow. So you've got a new beginning coming. New beginning, new job. If you believe, those of you who are fighting you know, because you think, no, I'm losing my job, so that's not fair. I don't want to lose my job. Have a look at whether that's ego or not. Have a look about whether it's more about the idea of losing the job. Is it about ego? Is it fear-based? If it's fear-based, look why. And you'll find most times fear-based is from either past life or present day childhood trauma. So have a look at fear-based decisions. There's a really big change coming in your life, and you've got to embrace it. It's when you're not embracing it that, you know, the biggest problems happen. They really do. The situation doesn't serve you. Have a think about that. Have a think about the situation. Release your attachment to the outcome. Sometimes we've just got to get there and fly by the seat of our pants, knowing that Spirit's going to catch us, but we've got to still take that first step off that cliff. Because until we do, how does Spirit know that we trust Him? We've got to take that first step. That first step is the most important. And then it's consider taking a more uplifting approach. Well, look, honestly, when it comes to all of this here, for you guys, and I'm going to say this, what I hear, this pick a card pile is definitely about work. It's definitely about work. You know, with this Five of Michael, this is, you're taking an uplifting approach. So have you looked at maybe meditation? Have you looked at affirmations? Are you doing the right thing when it comes to your job and work and yourself? How is your work-life situation? You know, is Spirit trying to get you to slow down a little bit because you're working too much? Is Spirit trying to motivate you because you're not working enough? And then if you believe, and I love this, the energy that emanates from this card. If you believe. How beautiful. How absolutely beautiful. If you believe. So what I really feel with this one, guys, is that, you know, the Six of Wands is a great start to this. This is about you winning accolades, and, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a certificate or something involved, you know, and it will be from your peers. So it's kind of like, you know, employee of the month kind of thing, where, you know, it's about community. You know, jellyfish, it's people can see you and they still steer up through you. Make sure that you stand in your integrity and your power. Be aware that, you know, jobs, just because it might feel as though you're losing them, doesn't mean that you actually are. It might be that you're gaining, just not that job. Gemini, negotiations, eclipse in Gemini. Rise to the challenges as a new path opens. New beginnings, new paths. But still the negotiation side of things. So I feel as though there may be contracts to negotiate. And the Seven of Swords. Yeah, this I do feel is about overthinking the situation. Don't overthink it. You know, if you are worrying and stressing that you're going to lose your job, stop overthinking as to why, you know, you would lose your job. It's almost like you get there and you start having, you know, you may have anxiety and then have a panic attack because you've got anxiety, which then sets off anxiety. So then you have anxiety because you had a panic attack because you had anxiety. And it's that big thing, that big circle. And this is about, you know, stop overthinking things. What will happen, but you've just got to get out of your own way. And then, yeah, the new moon in the Moonology cards, you know, a new start is coming. New beginnings. You know, Five of Michael. This situation doesn't serve you. Release your attachment to the outcome. Consider taking a more uplifting approach. Wow. How wonderful. How amazing. I love that. I really do. And then you've got if you believe. If you believe. Wow. All right. If you believe. Guys, basically just keep moving forward. You're going to have hurdles to overcome. There's going to be situations where you're going to feel stagnant, and there's going to be situations where you're going to feel fear. And, you know, the fear-based thing is a valid thing, but ask yourself why. Why would you be fearful over a certain situation? And then step it up and you know, up your game. Those who fear losing their job, why are you fearing losing your job? Be proactive and find another one. I do feel as though there's going to be lots who will voluntarily step away from their position, but they're on a different journey once again. So, wow, this is powerful. All right, guys. So, hopefully that resonates. Let me know what you think. Absolutely, please leave a comment. Please like my posts. Please subscribe to my channel. I do readings. I do face-to-face in northern and surrounding areas for $80 an hour. I do Zoom for $70 an hour, and I do distance $60 an hour. So if you're interested, let me know. I also, if you jump across to my Facebook page, Rainbow Fun Reiki, you'll actually find that I have been doing subscription boxes, monthly subscription boxes. So check that out, because that's you know, pretty neat. All right, guys, have a great day. Okay. Hi guys, so group 3. Let's have a look and see what we've got. Group 3. So we've got the 8 of Pentacles. We've got the Chameleon. We have got the Eclipse in Scorpio. We've got the 4 of Cups. And we've got the Waxing Crescent Moon. 7 of Michael, and improving health from the Angel Answers. So 8 of Pentacles from my favorite deck at this point in time. 8 of Pentacles. Look, and this is from my Greenwich Tarot. And then we've got the Chameleon, and the Chameleon is from my Rainbow Guardians Oracle. And then I've got Eclipse in Scorpio. And this one is from my Zodiac Moon reading cards. I've got the 4 of Cups from my Cosmic Vision Tarot. I've got the Waxing Crescent Moon from my Moonology deck. I've got Improving Health from my Angel Answers deck. And then I've got 7 of Michael from my Archangel Michael Power card. Power Tarot card, sorry. Wow. So the 8 of Pentacles. Wow. Beautiful card straight up. So this is about a master craftsman, and he's using his skills and his talent to create a source of income. I really do feel with this one, it's very much about you getting there and using your hands to create a source of income. If you haven't already, maybe you're looking at doing a trade or a skill. Maybe there's courses that you're looking at doing, but one way or another, you're going to use the energy in your hands to create your source of income. I really do feel as though it's going to open up new doors for you. I really feel as though it's going to open up big new doors for you. There's a lot of good coming. There's a lot of absolutely fantastic good coming. Let's see. I do feel with the Pentacles, it's, you know, it is going to be a source of income, and it is about the source of income. It is about the bringing in the amazing source of income. And I do feel as though income, it's almost like you're going to open up your wallet and go, holy shit balls, there was only $20 in there the other day. There's like $500 in there now. It's going to be that kind of a thing. It's going to be that you've put the hard yards and the work in, and the rewards are going to be more than you expected, and they're going to come through in a big way. The Chameleon. Wow. Look, the Chameleon, I feel as though there's some of you guys that have the ability to just blend in with your surroundings. And I'm going to say it's almost like you guys think of yourself as Mr. and Mrs. Nobody, that you guys are, you know, the invisible man, the invisible lady, the invisible child. And I'm going to say most times you're correct, most times, but I do feel as though in some regards it's a protector instinct that you guys wear. It's a cloak you wear that's a protector instinct. I don't feel as though it's about deception. I really don't feel as though there's no malice involved. It's more that while you want to shine, you don't want to outshine anybody. While you want to get on and do stuff, you're much happier doing it in the background. It's almost like you've had expectations placed on you. You've achieved those expectations that have been placed on you, and now you just want to do what you can do to the best of your ability, but you don't want to do it because you have to. You want to do it because you want to. And by being this chameleon and blending into your environment, that takes the pressure off of you. And I do feel as though while in some regards you thrive under pressure, but only for short bursts. It's almost like boom, brings out the best in you. Anything more than that, and then that's when you start getting rah, a little bit ragey, a little bit like rah. So the short bursts of, you know, boom, boom, boom are okay. Look, the eclipse in Scorpio, the regeneration, you know, stand firm in the eye of the storm. I'm going to say I do feel as though there's a lot of chaos going to go on around you very soon. I do feel as though there's a lot that's going to be incredibly draining to your energy. I do feel as though it's almost like you've got to stand firm. So it's kind of like you may feel as though you're being blown around and bruised and battered like a palm tree in a cyclone. But regeneration. It's almost like it's a rebirth, you know, like the chameleon that, you know, every time changes colours, it's like a rebirth for the chameleon. Well, this will be for you as well. So, but this stand firm in the eye of the storm. So once the eye of the storm is done and dusted, then you can go and survey your surroundings again. But it's very much about once and once only that's happened. And improving health. Look, I'm going to say I do feel as though there's a few of you who deal with it's almost like chronic fatigue. It's that fatiguey feeling. It's that bone weary. It's that, sorry, I'm getting photo bombed by a fly. It's that bone weary tired. It's that, you know, like there's fatigue, there's tiredness, then there's fatigue, then there's that bone weary fatigue, and then there's just that you know, all encompassing, just having to dredge that last minute little iota of energy and trying so hard. I do feel as though quite a few of you guys are dealing with, it's almost a crushing chronic fatigue. It's almost that crushing, fatiguey thing that you struggle on a day-to-day basis. You struggle. And it's not that you're looking after yourself. I do feel as though there's 3 of you, and I am hearing specifically 3 of you. I'm going to say to you, you're fucking doing it to yourself. You're drinking, you're smoking, and you're eating shit. I'm really sorry, but your fatigue, your fatiguedness, yeah, that may have to be a word that goes in Bobbi's dictionary, but your fatiguedness is created by your lifestyle. So no whinging and whining from you until you pull your finger out and actually, you know, up the ante and start looking after yourself. So the 3 of you need to like just step to the side a little bit and look at your own life and go, shit, yeah. And I'm not talking Christmas drinks. I'm not talking Christmas food. And I'm not talking Christmas late nights. I'm talking that you guys are fucking party animals, drinking, smoking, and eating shit. One of you specifically likes Hungry Jacks. So, yeah. So just be aware, you know, that you got to wear that shit because you're doing it to yourself. So the rest of you, I do feel as though it is a physical thing. I do feel as though you've tried lots of alternative methods to try and heal yourself. I'm going to say eventually you'll find something that works for you. It won't be the same with everybody, but you'll find something that works for you that's not going to take away everything, but it's certainly going to help. And it's almost like I'm hearing sleep won't help. Sleep just, it's more than that. Now, I am going to say, I'm being told, hang on, how many is there? Okay, 5. 5 of you who are fatigued, but it's a spiritual fatigue. It is that you are just zapped because you've been going and you haven't been remembering to ground yourself, and you've been out with those who are incredibly draining, and with that you're actually spiritually fatigued. And I hear that there is 5 of you. So what I want you to do, as soon as you hear this reading, what I really want you to do is go and get some salt and create a salt foot bath, and just sit and soak your feet in it. If you have lavender essential oils or lavender flowers, fantastic. If you don't, that's okay. Rosemary is just as good. Rose petals, great for love and self-love. But yeah, so your health will improve. It really will. Look, 4 of Cups. 4 of Cups is, you know, it's almost like Cups is very emotional. I just feel as though this is another card that's confirming that you just feel as though you're pouring from an empty cup. I just feel as though it's almost like you've got to start pouring into yourself. You've got to start investing into yourself, because you know, you might be pouring this little bit in, like this little bit, but you're pouring this bit out. So it's almost like you tip a teaspoon in and you pour a litre out. You're draining and you're really starting to feel it. Please start looking after yourself. Grounding is very important. Anchoring, so important. And then we've got have faith in your dreams, waxing crescent moon. Wow. So I do, oh, purple, lavender. But that's not lavender, but it's purple. So look, and with that, have faith in your dreams, waxing crescent moon. Your dreams should be telling you that you're tired and that you're burnt out. And I hear burnt out, fatigued, burnt out, bone weary, like all of those things. Other than those ones of you that are, you know, smoking and drinking and partying a bit too much, the rest of you, you know, you need to start looking after your spiritual health. And I'm going to say, I really feel as though there's someone who's going to be listening to this. You've got to start looking after your mental health. I feel as though you may be on the spectrum. It may be autism, it may be Asperger's. I think I pronounced that right. If I pronounced it wrong, I'm sorry. But it's that kind of spectrum. And I do feel as though you, while you have been tested and, you know, all the rest of it, and they've said, you know, yeah, be aware that you've got to start looking after your mental health a bit more. I do feel as though it's an issue that you struggle with, and I don't think you've told many people about your about the spectrum, about the medical things, for fear that people will judge you. And I'm going to say yes, they will. And while you may be a little bit right, those that will judge you just are not your friends anyway. So tell them to fuck off. You know, it's not your problem. It's theirs. So here, have faith in your dreams. Trust your instincts and trust your intuition. Have faith in your dreams. because your dreams won't let you down. People will, not all people, but people will. Spirit, no. Your guides, no. Angels, no. Your gut instinct, no. And your dreams, no. None of them will let you down. So 7 of Michael, there is a better course of action available to you. Working alone may not be the best answer. Review all the details. So I do feel as though this falls back here, the 8 of Pentacles, about how you're putting so much time and effort in, and how you're creating this source of income, and it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So there's a better course of action available to you. So I do feel as though while you will, at the 8 of Pentacles here, while you're actually looking at working really hard with your hands and creating this source of income, you've got here the chameleon, step out of the shadows. So step into your authentic power. You've got here faith in your dreams. So follow your dreams. The 4 of Cups. Stop trying to pour from an empty cup. You can't do it. It's just impossible. You've got to get there and be more focused on what you can be doing. Eclipse in Scorpio. Regenerate yourself. Regenerate your energy. Put things back the way that they need to be, as in start to look after yourself first and foremost. Your health will slowly improve, and that includes your mental health will slowly start to improve once you take back control of your life. And working alone may not be the best answer. So with the 8 of Pentacles, it may mean that while you're using your hands, it may mean that you have someone come with you and help you for a few days. It might be that you decide that you're going to, doesn't mean that you're going to work for someone else. It may be you still work for yourself, but it may also be that you bring someone in. But watch, if there's a reason that Spirit's saying, and there always is, about working for yourself, working on your own, no, maybe it's because you need to be watching to make sure no accidents happen. And there you go. Look, so review all the details. So review all the details, and with all of this, review the details. Like, look into things, double check, reread contracts, dot your I's, cross your T's, work through with all of that. Look, I'm going to say, guys, this, thank you, Group 3, for you joining me for your reading. I appreciate that. Please remember to give my YouTube channel, this post, a thumbs up if it resonates with you. If it doesn't resonate with you, that's okay. Move on to the next reader. Please remember to subscribe to my channel. I would love you to comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you feel. If you love any of these cards and want to know more about them, or more about the artist, or where to get them, especially these 2 limited edition packs, which is the Rainbow Guardian's Oracle, Henson Wongahan from the Philippines. And this is the Rainbow Guardians Oracle. It's the first animal-themed oracle deck to include animals indigenous to the Philippines. And he actually has designed this and produced it, and so that all proceeds go to animal preservation within the Philippines. And this is my Cosmic Visions Tarot. Absolutely stunning, absolutely beautiful, by Jessica Shackleton. Put my name down and waited for this. This was an absolutely special, beautiful order. And as you can see, these, like, even, if you have a look, look inside. Your journey through the cosmos begins here. If you have a look at the book, even, hang on. We've got, even inside the box is just stunning. The book is beautiful. All of the cards are beautiful. Now, these are not mass produced. These are limited edition decks, these 2. incredibly limited edition. I'm going to say Henson also has the rainbow tarot deck, and I have that, and I special ordered that from the Philippines as well. Absolutely, and that if you contact him, he is Rainbow King on Insta. He also supports the LGBTQ community in the Philippines. So all of the proceeds from the Rainbow Tarot deck actually go to the LGBTQ community within the Philippines. So these are these are the Cosmic Vision ones. So have a look. If you have any more questions about any of these readings, if you would like to book a personal private reading, I do face-to-face. I'm based in Northam. I don't charge for travel anywhere from up to 30 k's outside of Northam, so Northam out around 30 k's, and then I do charge travel after that. Or you can come and see me in Northam. It is $80 for the hour. I do Zoom via appointments. All mine are via appointments only. I do Zoom. It is $70 for the hour. And you get the opportunity to record it if you choose. I also do distance readings where I connect with your energy and your angels. I record it and then I send you the recording. So if you're interested in booking a private reading, I would love to hear from you. Please feel free to comment. Let me know. Like my post. Support me by giving a thumbs up or subscribing to my channel. Invite your friends, share my posts. All of that is much welcome. So have a lovely Boxing Day and New Year, and I will speak to you in January. So this hopefully will help you get through the first few days of January. This here basically is a reading for the first couple of weeks of January. So see how you go. Much love to you all. Thank you for joining me. Bye.